Hello, and welcome to another day of Living with Spina Bifida. Today is Mental Health Monday, and today we're going to talk about anxiety as a whole, because anxiety is a lot more complicated, and there's a lot more to it than being irrationally afraid of something or just sitting in a corner and rocking back and forth because you can't handle life. And there's definitely more to it than just putting yourself out there and doing the thing that makes you anxious and getting over it. There are so many different kinds of different anxiety disorders. Generalized anxiety disorder, social anxiety, panic disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, agoraphobia, and specific phobias of many different kinds, and obsessive compulsive disorder. Anxiety can affect the person physically as well as mentally. Some physical symptoms, especially during a panic attack, include shortness of breath, shaking, nausea, headache, rapid heartbeat, dizzy spells, and so many more different things. Surpassing even depression, anxiety is the most common form of mental illness in the United States. It's estimated that approximately 10% of teenagers and 40% of adults suffer from an anxiety disorder of some kind. Despite its high level of treatability through therapy and or medication, 2/3 of adults with anxiety do not receive treatment. Teenagers with anxiety receive treatment even less frequently. Only 1 in 5 teen sufferers do. Biological factors contributing to anxiety are still being studied, but brain scans of people suffering with various anxiety disorders have often shown evidence of chemical imbalances. Statistically, women are more commonly afflicted by anxiety disorders than men. Rather than being simple fears, phobias are seriously debilitating. Intense feelings of panic that cause sufferers to go to great lengths to avoid encountering the subject of their phobia, such as heights or tightly enclosed spaces. War veterans are not the only ones who suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. Others who commonly experience post-traumatic anxiety, including flashbacks, are survivors of sexual assault, domestic violence, child abuse, accidents, and or natural disasters. Closely related to obsessive compulsive disorder are various manias or compulsions, which include, among others, pyromania and trichotillomania. These are respectively the uncontrollable continuous urges to start fires and pull out one's hair, eyebrows, or eyelashes. Those who suffer from anxiety are known to suffer from depression as well. Although anxiety disorders can be triggered by extended environmental stress or traumatic life events, anyone can be afflicted with this form of mental illness. So the next time you have encountered someone who tells you they have anxiety, or someone who doesn't even mention it, but they act differently in social situations, or even just talking on the phone, or having to talk to people in person, that's a big issue, is social anxiety. And it needs to be taken seriously because there's way more to it than just doing it and getting over it. You can't just. A lot of people can start talking more to people on the phone, or starting conversations in a public situation, or being in a big group of people, and they start to get more comfortable. But if you have a serious form of a social anxiety or any anxiety, it's not just going to get easier if you keep doing the thing, because It's a real condition, it's real serious, and it just can't be helped. So, I hope if you find someone who has serious anxiety of some sort, you just get to understand it a little bit better rather than telling them to get over it or making fun of them or making light of it and making it not as serious as it is. Just saying, oh, they're just not friendly, they're rude, they're crazy. It's just, we need a lot more understanding of mental illnesses, especially anxiety, because it is so common and people need to understand it a lot more. So that's all I ask of people, is just be a little more understanding of others and understand that everyone has problems, and just because you can do the thing doesn't mean everyone can do the thing. And just because you can get over something or do something that makes you uncomfortable does not mean everyone can do that. Because everyone's different, everyone suffers differently, everyone handles things differently, and we all just need to help each other out.